Flavor Flav, the hype man of the super-influential hip-hop group Public Enemy, has quite a rap sheet. His real name is William Jonathan Drayton Jr., and for a guy who seemingly lives life to the fullest in music, he sure dipped his toes in hot water a time too many. One of Flav's earliest run-ins with the law came in the late 80s and early 90s, when he struggled with drugs. Cocaine was his poison, and he racked up a bunch of arrests and convictions, enough to land him in jail for about a year. Flav's bad streak seemed to continue, even after his jail time. Around 1991, the authorities nabbed him again, this time for assaulting his then-girlfriend, Karen Ross. The year after that, it was his baby mama Amy Klein's turn to find herself on the receiving end of his violent outbursts. Things didn't look like they were heading anywhere good, especially when in 2002, Flav found himself entangled in driving offenses. He was charged with driving without a license, driving while intoxicated, and resulting in a 1-year suspension of his license. What's more, there were even drug charges waiting for him when he moved to Las Vegas. 2011 was a particularly rough year for Flav, because along with the drug charges, he also got hit with domestic violence accusations by his fiance's son, reportedly for threatening his fiancée with a knife. That case dragged on till 2013, when Flav finally agreed to plead guilty in court, sidestepping a more serious sentence, a 12-year prison term to be precise. Despite this, the drama didn't end there. In 2014, he was pulled over by traffic police and soon found himself facing a felony driving offense under New York law, mainly because of his prior convictions. They say history repeats itself, and it sure did for Flav because he was again in legal hot water in 2015. This time he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence, speeding, having marijuana, and an open container of alcohol in his car in Las Vegas. Then in 2016, as if to add insult to injury, his most recent long-term partner, Liz Trujillo, accused him of tormenting her, both physically and verbally. She sued him and dragged him into a new round of legal battles that are still ongoing. The same year, though, on a slightly more positive note, Flav saw the dismissal of 2 misdemeanors connected to his 2014 traffic stop. Flav's messy life even spilled over to his business. Mobility has been a recurring issue. He has had license suspensions over unpaid tickets, insurance issues, and whatnot, his most recent being in 2019 when he was booked for domestic battery. Finally, if that wasn't enough mess for a single man, while he was still knee-deep into Trujillo's accusations, Flav was then fired from his band Public Enemy, with frontman Chuck D stating that this was because Flav was constantly immersed in various legal issues. Chuck D commented that the band couldn't afford the unpredictable liability that Flavor brought, which finally signaled some serious consequences of his perennial run-ins with the law. Now, for someone known for his vibrant, energy-filled persona on stage, Flavor Flav's list of legal woes paints a rather grim picture. His encounters with law enforcement, his propensity for violence, and his incessant struggle with drugs seem to point to a life of chaos, so it remains to be seen how the Flavor Flav saga will further unfold.